Via Gates, guys and gals, how's it going? It has been a while since I've been up on the net with a new video. The usual story, I'm just really busy. It being my off season, we've had two big remodeling projects here at the house. New hardwood floors, new paint, new everything, new furniture, on and on and on. We just had a lot of stuff going on. Shopping, going out to eat, fun stuff like that. I have been doing stuff in the shop, but I really haven't filmed much. I filmed a little painting, gotten in some new kits. I have just started here in the last week or so, wrapping up my 88 diorama, my 25 pounder British artillery for Flames of War, or mid-war desert. Got those in the paint booth right now. Let's see what else. Started on my French artillery, my English artillery for black powder. Those are currently being built as we speak, or as I speak. And got a couple other kits I'm going to show you for upcoming builds up through the February, March, spring period, because it's going to take a little bit of time. We're working my way through everything. This is just purely a hobby. I am basically under the new YouTube rules, which I'm about 500 subscribers. They want you to be at 1,000 before you can monetize your videos, which sucks. Because every little bit helps. 5, 10, 20 bucks a month in advertising revenue adds up for buying new model kits that I share with all you guys. I was also an Amazon affiliate. Now Amazon has also changed their policies. So until I build a website and have a web store for the things that I purchase through Amazon, they don't let you put links on your videos for discounts. They let me do it for about 2 months, and I think it is coinciding with the YouTube. They're basically raising the bar for everybody, because my philosophy is that it's becoming too saturated. There's just too many people throwing up videos, and they're really wanting to weed out the non-serious people. And those of us that are more serious about sharing, which I am, I think, this is part of sharing my hobby. I've been able to connect with a lot of people out there with messaging and sharing our hobbies, and that's been really cool. So that's kind of where we're at. So you won't see any more advertising as of February 20th, but maybe a good thing. I don't really care. I'm not focusing on the money anymore. I never did, but it's not a substantial amount of money. It's enough to buy a kit here or there, and I won't be able to monetize my videos with ads until I hit 1,000 subscribers. So share and like my videos, please, because again, when I get to that point and I get more views, even if it's 500 bucks a year between Amazon and YouTube, that's $500 in kits and paint and supplies, and also as we finish out the game den, I will be able to buy more cameras, do better battle reports, which I really can't do a whole lot of right now until I get my club started and get my basement finished completely. And I want to do it right. I don't want to do it half. It's like we did with remodeling the house. We have done it in stages. We still have the upstairs. Our house, we only built our house 15 years ago, but we're wanting to update it. Being a smart home, we want the lighting to be in sync with Alexa. Our thermostat, and as we travel, outside cameras, security cameras and things like that for my business. I'll be able to pull all that stuff up on my cell phone as we travel, as my second child, my last child, to go to college, starts college this coming fall. I'll be able to remotely keep an eye on the house, like the sump for our lower level. Even though I have a sophisticated system for that with a backup, I can put a camera and a detector. I'll have cameras around the house, outside of the house, around for my business with motion sensors. controlling the lighting in the house from my cell phone, the temperature. So as we travel through the winter time, when my business shuts down for the winter, we'll have some peace of mind being able to stay connected with the house. So that's kind of where we're headed with that, and we're wanting to basically upscale the house, basically make it more contemporary and more fitting of our golden years, so to speak, as our kids get raised, leave the house. We've already converted one bedroom to a guest room. When my daughter goes to school, and she'll be studying dance as a major at Kent State University this fall. We're really excited for her. She's really talented, and hopes to open her own dance studio someday. So, and do some professional dancing, of course. But we're really excited for her, converting her room into a guest room also. So I have 2 guest rooms. So if you're one of the lucky folks that lives close by me, and this is a shout out to Toby, Toby Brock, I'll eventually hook up with you, man. It's just right now things are still so hectic with work and with things we're doing. I don't get a whole lot of time to play. Most of my hobby time now is the modeling portion of the hobby, dioramas and doing the kits, which I get a lot of enjoyment from. It helps. It's very peaceful and whatnot. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're running across my channel for the first time, you're about my age group, 50-ish, we can connect. There's some of you that I've already connected with. So my hat's off. We're all in the same boat together, and go through this nice, smooth, golden year ride together. Those of you guys who are younger, 20s up, under 20s, I hope I can encourage you guys that as you mature, there's no such thing as getting old. You just mature and become wiser, hopefully. You can see that, hey, there is a process with life, and as you move forward, things will get better and better if you're making good decisions and you are surrounding yourself with good role models. And I want to be that good role model for you. So I want to encourage you guys, it's a great hobby. Stay within your means. If you're the younger guys, don't overspend. We've got some of the extra cash now that we're able to do some of the things we've been wanting to do, including traveling. So hopefully share that with you guys in the future too. We have started a YouTube channel for my wife and I in terms of traveling. We do a lot of cycling. We do a lot of the rail trails. So we got a separate channel. We're starting up for that. It hasn't really officially been launched. We got some new camera gear. We got some other means of filming while we're out and about. So this coming summer, we're going to be working on that. So we're going to spin off and do some of the sharing of our travels and the fun places and things that we do as a couple. So we got that going on in the future. It's great connecting with you guys. Feel free to post comments, ask questions. The main thing also I want to go over with this video is that my Wargamming group on Facebook. Now, I know a lot of you are just like me, getting frustrated with some of the jerks and things on Facebook that you can run into, and all the restraints and the requirements and the things you can and can't talk about. So I want to invite you to go to Crazie German Wargamming Group, spelled just like this channel, Crazie. Let's get this group built up, guys, because I am not that restrictive. If it's anything game related, you can put it on there. If you're starting a new product or selling a product that's game related, I don't care if you put it on there. That's what we want. We want to share all different kinds of game systems, all different types of projects. You guys have a gaming area, things you want to share with other people so they can get ideas. That's what it's for. And if someone's being a jerk to you and you want to call them a prick, call them a prick. I don't care, right? You want to get in a squabble over something, squabble it out. I don't care. We're all grown adults. We all know what the big words are, the bad words are. And if someone's not being cordial enough to someone, then they probably should be called a name. Okay? Maybe it's time for them to be put in their place. I don't know. Anyway, I want to invite you guys to come over, check out the Wargamming group, put up your projects, put up your photos, videos, what have you, as long as it's Wargamming related. You know, I don't want you putting your car up for sale on your motorcycle, obviously. Okay, so let's crack a beer. Dirty Bastard. This is available in your area. I highly recommend it. It's a Scottish ale. And if you're underage, don't drink. Go and get a Coke. While I'm pouring my beer, you can go pour a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever beverage you like to imbibe upon. All right. Now, let's show you the new kits. All right. Now, I've been saying for a while, and I know a year or two ago I said, I can't get into too many game systems, but I just get sucked into these game systems. I can't help it. Like I said, with my son away to school, my nephew's going to be now restationed to Texas. I'll probably not see much of him. And until I can get my Wargamming group together, coming over every couple of weeks, using the Gamers Den, it's becoming more scarce for me to play. So I'm getting more kits and building more armies so that as time moves and I can get more players, I'll have all kinds of stuff to play with, right? So that's my philosophy. So cheers to everybody. See that beautiful rich head? That's nice. Kudos to you, UK guys. Oh, you guys can make some amazing beer. Now this is brewed here in the US, but it's based upon a Scottish ale from traditional recipes, or a traditional recipe. And let me tell you, that thing is rich and full. It's what I call a sipping beer, a good sipping beer. So this is the next big game system. I was really impressed with the black powder. I plan on doing a review of the black powder rules. I've kind of gotten bogged down in them a little bit. Sorting through them, I want to really put down a comprehensive review but for overall sake, let's say that my black powder review is going to be positive, of course. I really like the game system. I think the rules could be a little more clear, and I think that's one of the things I'm finding, and you go back a few videos, I was ragging on the new Flames rules a little bit on the clarity. The clarity is still a little moot. Instead of going A, B, C, D, it can get a little ambiguous at times. So we'll go over some of that as I get through the black powder rules and start playing my first games. I've just got done with my Waterloo starter kit just this past week, and it's really not a fleshed out army. You know, the French have no artillery yet. The British only have one cannon. Excuse me, and French have cavalry, the Brits have no cavalry. So until I really flesh out that force, I'm not really going to get a feel for the game yet, doing some play testing. But with this Hail Caesar, and here's another shout out to Holy Diver. You guys have probably stumbled across his battle reports. He does very entertaining battle reports. He has a great personality, and I wish I lived closer to him. I'd love to throw up a couple games with him. So anyways, shout out to Holy Diver. Watching his videos on Hail Caesar and those mega battles he does. I think it's at probably a local game shop you go to where they have this huge table and they have these mass battles. It's just, you know, you just get sucked right in. So I did pick up the starter kit. Again, you know, these are starter kits, just like the Waterloo kit for black powder. It's the means to get you in, get you started with at least a basic army. And the thing I'm struggling with right now, not really struggling, but I think I've got it figured out. I'm going to reach out and get some. And if you're stumbling onto this Holy Diver or anybody else that plays Hail Caesar, as you know, I'm really big into the multi-basing. So and I know that a lot of guys just do what black powder does, which is basically I think it's a 20 millimeter square base, which will have 4 figs on the base and ranking them like that. Because I really don't want to go back to the old Warhammer basing where everything's individually based and you have a movement tray. And unless you magnetize all those dudes, they're falling over and it's hard to rank them up. I'm really wanting to stay far away from that. Another part of me wants to do, since I know that the large units do have certain advantages, and whether I should, how many large units I should develop for my division and my regiments. Moving forward, if I should do an 8 fronting like a Roman legion with 8 dudes in the front row and maybe 3 deep or 2 deep. I don't know, I'm still toying with that. Guys, kind of let me know what you're doing. I know Holy Diver does, he does the old school Warhammer fantasy where they're all individually based, and he's got them ranked up on movement trays. So yeah, so there's that. So if you guys are doing more multi-basing with your Hail Caesar units, let me know. The other thing too that's going to tie in with this is if you watched any of my older videos, you know I've got some old figs that are Crusade period that are all individually based. They're metal figs. I bought them years and years ago when I was in college, and I got them all painted up. I've got European Crusaders, and I also have some Saracens and Arab Crusaders. So my thought is I want to go get those out at some point when this is done. I'm going to go over and paint them better because they're pretty decently painted, but back then I wasn't even using washes. I wasn't highlighting. They're not up to snuff. So I do want to take those, pull the single bases off of them, which I used just little squares of wood back then when I was in college. I actually literally just went and got yardsticks, cheap yardsticks, and I would cut them into little squares, and that was where my bases, and I would file off the fray. So yeah, real basic. I didn't have a lot of money. I was a college kid. So anyway, I want to tie that in with this game and make them Hail Caesar units. Yeah, so I can kind of maybe formulate 2 other additional armies of some kind. So there's that to look forward to, guys, on the channel. We're going to get to this. I would say realistically, I'm going to show you the other 2 kits I have here. This is going to be kind of on the back burner for right now, but I got a good price on this. I think I got it through eBay, and it was a good deal. It came with the hardback rule book, which I definitely needed to get. So I'll show you the other 2 kits I have here. That's good. British Union Brigade Cavalry. Got those. Got a great deal on these 2 kits. Also eBay purchases, and I'm finding, I still love Amazon. I use it a lot, but even things for our remodel and lamps and things like that we've had to buy for our remodel, we've scoured eBay, Amazon. We're really comparing prices and quality, finding the best quality things that we can. And I'm finding a lot of stuff on eBay now, so if you haven't used eBay as a resource, I've used it. They had to use PayPal, and that's gone. It's very much like Amazon. You basically create an account, and you just pay with your debit credit card. I've not had any problems. Everything's been shipped promptly, and I got these 2 kits and the Hail Caesar kit from eBay. They were here within a week, which is perfectly fine with me. The kits were still in plastic. Some of them they've been open, but it's got all the parts, and you'll just get a discounted price that way. So if you haven't tried eBay, give it a shot. I really highly recommend it. There's that. Got my cabinets done. I did do a couple of quick little videos. I did get my my LED puck lights at a remote control in my Star Wars collection, and also have a nice Schleich collection, which are German collectible figs, a lot of fantasy stuff. And I also have my cabinet over here that's by my new media system that my wife and I use for any media. That is a strictly dedicated media system. So it's got a faster processor. It has like 8 terabytes total of storage space. It's got a nice monitor. We got backup power. the whole 9 yards. So that desk right over here that you can't see, this is just my personal, surf the internet, looking for painting schemes, responding to comments, etc. I do over here. I can also do things for my work on my station. My wife has her own station, but we figured with old videos I'm converting from high 8, with the videos that I do, the videos that she does for her channel, and our new travel channel we're going to start up. We really needed something dedicated that had the power to run the Adobe Pro, and have the storage capacity to store the videos. So and then dealing with some cloud storage also. So that way the stuff is safe. So there's that. So constantly moving forward, I encourage you guys, you younger guys especially, that stumble onto my videos or watch my videos regularly. I appreciate you. It's step by step. Some of the projects we're currently doing in our home we've wanted to do for years, and we just had other priorities, and just do a little bit at a time. Even our home projects we have broken it up into phases over several years, getting everything done. We want to get done to get to the point where the house is where we want it, security wise and functionality wise. So I want to encourage all you guys, follow your dreams, don't give up, and for God's sake, keep wargaming. Ciao.